todavía voy a tener gasolina en el tanque para seguir dándole trabajo a los alumnos. Thank you for this. When I'm gone, there's still people. Nos vamos viendo.
Obviously, it is well documented, the Canelo sweepstakes, but you decided on Edgar Berlanga, who is undefeated 22-0, 17 knockouts. How did you decide to settle on having a guy in Edgar Berlanga that you will collide against during Mexican Independence Day fight weekend?
You know, I fought everybody already, so I was in vacation and Eddie called me. They was working in the fight, and I say, you know, whatever, I don't care, I fought everybody. So, and I think it's very good fight for the people, no? Mexico versus Puerto Rico, it's a lot of history there, and I think it's a great match.
Now, for you, Edgar, when you got the call and they said, Canelo, you know, you have an opportunity to fight Canelo, how long did it take you to say yes to that regardless of the financial upside to it?
You know, it was a lot of going back and forth in the beginning. You know, obviously because of the numbers and everything, got to make sense. But I came out here in May for when Munguia for Canelo for Munguia, and the fans was going crazy. You know, they was like, we want you next for September. We want you next. You know, the Mexican fans was going crazy, right? And then I got to a press conference in New York where Ryder. And, you know, Louis was there, and I said, yo, man, we got to make the fight happen in September. You know, he reached out to Eddie. Eddie showed love and stuff, and, you know, I sent my love back, and then, you know, we started just working from there. You know, after his victory with Munguia, we just started pushing the issue for the fight, and, we got it. All glory to God.
What's it like being here? Because Canelo has done this many times over again. This is a huge step up for you, main eventing here in Las Vegas. For every prize fighter that puts on a pair of gloves, their dream is to be here in Las Vegas. As you drive up and down the strip and you see your name on the marquee, Canelo Berlanga, what does that mean to you?
It means everything to me. You know, it's been written already. You know, like I said, right, I'm not supposed to be here. You know, everybody that's in front of me is all against me, you know. And you got some believers that's out there that's believing me, you know, but because of my accolades and, you know, who I fought, you know, this guy fought legends, you get what I'm saying? So it's bound to happen, you know, it's people's opinion, you know, it's bound to happen that people's gonna say I'm gonna get knocked out, people's gonna say, you know, I'm not gonna go the whole 12 rounds, you know, because of my career and who I fought. But, you know, it was God's plan, man, you know, for this to happen. You know, seeing my name right now, man, is a blessing. You know, like I said, man, I want to thank PBC, Matchroom, I want to thank Eddie Hearns, my team, man. This is unbelievable, man.
Canelo, your first time fighting during Mexican Independence Day fight weekend, you got to go back to September of 2012 when you fought Josecito Lopez here nearby at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. You have fought and headlined on Mexican Independence Day fight weekend at least 5 times. How much does that mean to you? Because you are a very proud Mexican. You're an icon to Mexican fight fans around the world. How much does it mean for you to be main eventing and to be competing and displaying your talents during Mexican Independence Day weekend?
No, for me it's an honor fighting in those days. Mexican independence is very important for us, for Mexico, and I feel proud about representing my country, and I feel very special, and I feel I'm proud, and it's an honor for me.
You fought Miguel Cotto, the great Miguel Cotto, back in November of 2015. So you have been fully entrenched, as your team talked about, of being involved in this rivalry. When you take on someone from Puerto Rico, is there any extra added motivation, any extra added juice because of the rich boxing rivalry between the two countries?
No, I always take my fights seriously, and I always train 100%, like in every fight, no matter who is in there. So I always have the same mentality, and this is no deception. I come in with the same mentality. I did a really good training camp, and we are ready.
Edgar, you have stated that you are predicting a 6th round knockout over Canelo Alvarez. Canelo has never been knocked out in his career. Why are you so confident coming into this matchup that you are going to end him not only in the fight abruptly, but in the first half of the fight?
You know, as boxers, right? You know, I'm a knockout artist, right? So every fighter wants to knock out. You know, who don't want to knock out? Everybody wants to knock somebody out, right? But you know, we know that he's a legend, and we know that we can't go in there and just try to swing for the fence on him. You know what I'm saying? He got great IQ. He's intelligent. So we got to do it the right way. You know, 6th round knockout. Yeah, that's what we going for. You know, and if it comes, it comes. But if we got to go to whole 12, then we doing that as well. You know, so we ready for everything that's around the board for this fight, for real.
Canelo, what are your thoughts when he says he's going to knock you out in the 6th round? You've heard predictions from guys before, but this one, 6 rounds or less, he's going to knock you out. Prepare to go 12 rounds, as he proclaims. But what is your response when he says he's going to knock you out in 6 rounds?
Like I always say, it's easy to say, but to do it is very difficult. And Saturday night is going to be very difficult for him, that's for sure.
You have said that you're going to knock him out in the 8th round. Why so?
I prepare myself for that, and winning by knockout is always feel really good. So I'm gonna do my best to do it.
Edgar, what are your thoughts when he says he's going to knock you out in the 8th round?
I mean, you know, like I said before, right, every fighter wants a knockout. You know, you got 2 guys that's coming to fight, man, and 2 guys that got cannons in them hands. So, you know, for me, it's like who's gonna land first? You know, who's gonna be the smarter man? Who's gonna have the better IQ? Who's gonna be intelligent in that ring? You know, everybody wants to knock out, right? Especially the guys that punch. Guys that punch want to knock somebody out. All my fights, I want to catch a knockout. I want to knock somebody out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's gonna be a big fight. You know, this Saturday, man. It's gonna be something amazing. You know, right now it's real calm. You know, because it's the calm before the storm. You know what I'm saying? The fight is already sold. You know, we're going to do it with million pay-per-view buys, you know, and we're going to make the bag and make history, man. You know what I'm saying? And become a legend that day.
Is this the kind of fight that cements your status as being the next big Puerto Rican superstar? Because I feel like from a Puerto Rican standpoint that there is a void there, and this sort of cements your status. If you get your hand raised against the great Canelo Alvarez, that it stamps your legacy as to say, I am the next big Puerto Rican boxing superstar.
Oh, 1,000%. You know, right now Puerto Rico don't have a face, you know, and I feel like after this weekend, you know, I could be the face of Puerto Rico, representing the island. You know, they've been wanting that for so many years. You know, Cotto was the last guy to do it, and you know, now it's my turn to do it. You know, this weekend.
Canelo, what kind of statement are you looking to make against Edgar Berlanga on Saturday night from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas? What kind of statement are you looking to make?
¿Qué tipo de mensaje está tratando de mandar en esta pelea?
No, you know, just show everybody I'm still the best.
When it comes to training and preparation, because you've been doing this for nearly 20 years, do you still love going to the gym and embracing it and really sort of diving in to a new challenger, especially someone who's undefeated like Edgar Berlanga?
I love it. I love it. When I stop loving, I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna know. I still loving go to the gym, my training camp, my routine, all of this. So I enjoy boxing a lot.
The fans obviously love you. You are just beloved. As we had the grand arrivals yesterday, there will be a lot of people out for the weigh-in on a Friday outside of Toshiba Plaza here in Las Vegas, outside of T-Mobile Arena. But how much does the admiration and the love from the fans mean to you?
No, it means a lot. It means a lot, and I appreciate it a lot, and I'm grateful because, you know, they always support me no matter what, and thank you to everybody for always being there for me. And the only thing I wanted to show them is a really good win Saturday night.
Do you believe that, you know, he is sort of, you mentioned about your ring IQ, that because of the styles you've been in, the legends that you fought, that your ring IQ is going to be that much better than his because he is 22-0, 17 knockouts, hard to knee power puncher, but you have, as his trainer mentioned, 25 world championship fights under your belt.
I never overlooking any fighter. I know he's young, he's a good fighter, he's strong, but I've been in there with everybody, so I have so much experience. I'm strong. I have a lot of talent, and I'm just the best.
In the list of guys that you've fought, Canelo, where does he rank among the guys that you've competed against? Or do you want to say that after you compete with him?
Yeah, after Saturday, I can tell you.
Edgar, for you, in terms of being involved in this moment, you talked about, both you and your team mentioned about how you're the underdogs coming into this fight, that the media is writing you off, that they're saying you're not going to go the distance. Is that bulletin board material, does that give you any extra added motivation, or does it not matter because of the fact that you can change your life if you're able to defeat the great Canelo Alvarez?
Oh, 1000%, man. Just everybody out there that's been down with me, that's all motivation for us. On social media, the people out there that just, talking bad about me and saying all this stuff, man, it's just about proving them wrong, I've been in this position, what I'm saying, and I've been saying this over and over, I've been at the bottom of the bottom, man, what I'm saying, in New York, the concrete jungle, man, is not easy coming from New York, so I've been in a position where I can have, 1,001, you get what I'm saying? And I'm cool with it, man. It's more fuel for me. It's more fire in my blood and my veins, to go out there and perform and be great, man. That's the whole point of boxing, right? It's to go out there and make big fights happen at this magnitude. This is the top of the mountain. This don't get any bigger. You get what I'm saying? So now it's just about me becoming great that night, and putting my last name in the history books forever, and putting Puerto Rico on the map and putting all the Latin community out there, that's my goal, man. This is all fuel for me. This is all fire in my blood and my vein, through the Holy Spirit, man. We gonna shine Saturday night.
All right, Edgar, we wish you all the best of luck. Edgar Berlanga.
And I want to say something too. Fuck Oscar De La Hoya too. He's always, that motherfucker, he keep talking and talking. We're gonna smack him when we see him. You gotta stop. He's trying to fuck up the event.
All right, Edgar Berlanga, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the unbeaten from Brooklyn, proudly representing Puerto Rico. Now, Canelo Alvarez, the floor is yours. One final message you want to give to the fans, and also Edgar Berlanga ahead of your showdown from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
No, espero que todos estén ahí apoyándome como siempre, agradecido con cada uno de los mexicanos, de mis fans que siempre están apoyándome. Espero que disfruten de una gran pelea el sábado, de un gran triunfo, y que todos gritemos ¡Viva México, cabrones! ¡Ánimo! Gracias.
¡Viva Puerto Rico, puñeta! I hope that everyone comes out and supports me just like they always do. I'm sending all my love to Mexico, and I hope that by the end of this fight, we can all yell out Viva Mexico, cabrones, like we always do.
All right, a round of applause to Canelo Alvarez and Edgar Berlanga, the final press conference Saturday night from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. BBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. Canelo defending his WBC, WBA, and WBO Super Middleweight Championships of the world against the unbeaten from Brooklyn, representing Puerto Rico, Edgar Berlanga.